Hello, Sean Willingham with Highway 65, the road to Medicare, here to walk you through the applying online for Medicare Part B only process. Very quick and easy. Just to clarify, this video is meant for people that are already on Medicare Part A, hospital insurance, already have a Medicare number and Medicare card, just says Part A, hospital benefits only at the bottom, and are wanting to add Medicare Part B, Part B. So the majority of people that are in this circumstance are in it because they have maintained coverage through employment, group health plan coverage through employment, and that employment can either be their own employment or a spouse's employment. But the key is that they've maintained group health plan through that employment, and typically that's the reason why somebody would delay Medicare Part B. If you've got some other special circumstance, then you'll want to reach out to a licensed insurance agent or directly for guidance on it. But right now, we're just going to hit with the one that is the most common, that is maintain coverage through employment. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to share my screen. All right, the very first thing you're going to want to do is to get the form filled out that you're going to need have available for the online application. And that form is called Request for Employment Information Form. So, I mean, you can just go to any search engine like Google and put Medicare request. Ooh, there we go. Look at that, Medicare Request for Employment Information. And there you go, very top one. Anytime you think you're talking with a government or on a government website, make sure it ends in .gov. If it ends in .gov, then that means it's the government, and there's the form right there. Nice and easy. Okay. So, so you can get this form, you're going to print it, you're going to take it to your employer, or you can send it to them electronically. They can fill it out electronically. So here's how it works. You're going to fill out Section A. Okay. So you put your employer's name and address. And the only thing that might be confusing this section is the applicant's the person that is applying for Medicare Part B, and the employee is the person that worked for the company in which the applicant was insured. Okay. So in some cases, this is the same person applying for Medicare Part B and was also employed. Sometimes it's a spouse, so then if coverage is maintained through a spouse's employment, well, then the applicant's name goes there, and then the spouse's information goes in number 6 and 7. So that there, then you're going to give this bottom this form to your employer to fill out Section B. Okay. Is or was the applicant covered under employer group health plan? The answer to that's got to be yes. Okay. Date coverage began. Important note here. This is not the most recent renewal. So let's say hypothetically you work for a company for 10 years. And during that time, they've had 10 different insurance, health insurance policies. Well, you don't put the most recent renewal, the most recent coverage. You put the date that the coverage began through that employer. So if you've been working and insured there for 10 years, well, then the date's going to be 10 years ago, even if the coverage has changed many times since. Okay. Has coverage ended? This is important in that if the coverage has ended, well, then you put the coverage end date here, and it can't be more than 8 months ago, because what we're going for here is what's called a special enrollment period that allows a person to get enrolled in Medicare Part B penalty free. And in order to qualify for that, you need to have been covered through active employment within the past 8 months. So if the coverage has ended, that marks yes, and then the date goes here, month and year, and it can't be more than 8 months ago. If the coverage hasn't ended, then you just mark that no and leave number 4 blank. Okay. When did the employee work for the company? Okay. Well, from is when you're first hired. And then if the employee has stopped working for the company, well, then the date, the month and year that they stopped working goes in the to section. If the employee is still working for the company, well, then under the still employed, it is the current month and year that's written in there. Number 6 is for a large group health plan applicant disabled. Vast majority of people using this form leave this blank because I'm not disabled. It would be people over age 65. So leave this blank. If you are not disabled, if you are disabled, reach out to a licensed insurance agent for more clarification. But vast majority leave number 6 blank. Bank hours arrangement section. This is also another section where the vast majority just mark number 1 as no, meaning that you are not covered under a bank hours arrangement. Vast majority just mark that no, skip 2 and 3. If you were covered by a bank hours arrangement, well, then again, reach out to a licensed insurance agent that specializes in Medicare and they can walk you through it. But again, vast majority, number 1 under bank hours arrangements is simply marked no. Okay. Then the company official signs, dates, puts their title and their phone number, and you get this form back. When you get the form back, you're going to need to have it in digital, like PDF. So if it's electronic, then they email it back to you. Then you just save it on your desktop, know where you saved it. And if not, if it's a paper form, you're going to need to scan it and save it and know where it is on your computer, because what's going to happen is when you do the online application, you're going to have to locate the file and upload it, like attaching something to an email. Very easy to do. So now we've got this form completely filled out. The next step is you just go to the Social Security website, ssa.gov, not the Medicare website, Social Security website, to enroll in Medicare. Under apply, sign up for Medicare. Easy stuff. You'll notice there's 2 sign up for Medicare sections. Sign up for Medicare, the first one is for A and B. That's a different video. This video is for people that have Part A already, and so they're going to be doing the sign up for Part B only. So under sign up for Part B only, you click Get Started. Then you're going to click Start Application. Then you're going to read every single word of this, click that you understand it, and click Start Application. You can read Adobe's terms of use or privacy policy, and then click Continue. And then use the little blue tabs on the side. Click Start. So that's your Medicare number off of your Medicare card. Do you wish to apply for Part B? Well, obviously, the answer is yes, because that's the whole point of this application, is application for enrollment Part B. But go ahead and mark that yes. Then you're going to put your name, follow the same format. Last name, comma, first name, comma, middle name. All right. Got your address, mailing address, and your phone number. Okay. The remarks section. This is where you put the desired coverage start date. So let's just say, hypothetically, you're going to stop working at the end of September, and your coverage is going to end last day of September. And so what you want is a desired coverage start date. And the hypothetical that I use is that you're going to stop working at the end of September, and your coverage is going to end at the end of September, and you would want an October 1st effective date. Okay. I'm speaking to you in the month of July. If this were to just be left blank and turned in during the month of July, it would automatically be assigned an August 1st effective date, in which case you're going to have overlapping coverage, a little waste of money for a couple months. So if you want it effective for a day other than the first of the following month, then you'll want to put that desired coverage start date in the remarks section. Then all you're going to do is you're going to transpose the information that you already have on your request for employment information. You're going to transpose it here into the section B. So employer name, employer address, city, applicant, employee. Okay. And again, all the information is already on the other form that was filled out for you. Covered under a group health plan, yes. Date coverage began. Remember, not the most recent renewal, but actually when coverage through that employer first began, however long ago. Has coverage ended? If yes, provide the date. If coverage has not ended, then you leave this blank. And then you're going to put the dates that the employee worked for the company. On the paper form, it splits up from to or still employed. But on the electronic one, it's the from, which is the same. And then whatever date is in to or still employed, that's what goes here. Whatever date's on to or still employed on the paper form is simply going to go in the to section there. When they did it electronically, they got rid of the still employed section. Okay, there. Okay, now here is where you're going to attach the form that you saved to to your computer, the form that you got from your employer filled out. So you scanned it, saved it, you've got it, you know where it is. All you do is you click here, you go to your, wherever you saved it, say it's on your desktop. There you go. Click open, and voila, it gets attached. It's exactly like attaching a file to an email. Super easy stuff. Then the next section is you're going to sign. When you click to sign, you're going to get an email, and then you have to go to the email and then verify the signature. I'm not going to do that because I don't actually have an application for Part B to fill out right now, but it's a relatively simple process. Again, you click there to sign, you do the electronic signature, you get an email, and then you verify it. And that does it for the application for Part B only instructions. And so if you have any questions, you're always welcome to reach out to us. Highway 65 Insurance. Remember, Highway 65, the road to Medicare. Thank you very much. Have a great day.